Hello everyone, welcome in today to our Raiders franchise. We're going to go through the playoffs and choose our new head coach in this episode. So let's get right into it. We're going to sim our first round of the playoffs. I'll see you at the bracket. So taking a look at our first matchup in the AFC, it was the Baltimore Ravens knocking off the Kansas City Chiefs 32-31, and the Ravens advancing to the second round of the playoffs. Our next matchup sees the Buffalo Bills knock off the higher seeded Miami Dolphins. That sets up a situation where Buffalo is now going to head to the one seeded Los Angeles Chargers, and we know that for sure because the 7th seed's already been eliminated. The next game up is the Tennessee Titans knocking off the Pittsburgh Steelers. That gives the Tennessee Titans a road game against the Baltimore Ravens in the divisional round of the playoffs. Now taking a look at our NFC matchup of 2 and 7 seeds, we had the Philadelphia Eagles beating the Seattle Seahawks, although it looks like the Seahawks gave them a little bit of trouble in a high scoring affair. In the matchup of 3 versus 6, it's the San Francisco 49ers knocking off the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and moving on to the next round. That sets up a matchup between them and the 2-seeded Eagles. I'm excited for that one. Our last wild card round game is the Dallas Cowboys knocking off the home team Green Bay Packers. That moves the Cowboys on to take on the Atlanta Falcons in the second round, and honestly, I think the Cowboys could pull off that upset. So this is a look at our updated playoff bracket. As I said, it's going to be the Chargers taking on the Bills, Ravens taking on the Titans, Falcons taking on the Cowboys, and then the Eagles taking on the Niners. The one-seeded Los Angeles Chargers knock off the Buffalo Bills 28-7. That game honestly doesn't look close at all. That advances the Chargers to the AFC Championship game. After the way real life went, it's shocking to see them get there, honestly. Next up, we have the 2-seeded Ravens knocking off the Tennessee Titans 28-10. Again, this matchup really wasn't all that close, so it should be an exciting AFC Championship game. Over in the NFC, the 1-seeded Falcons got blown out, and I kind of figured that would happen. The Cowboys' playbooks can be a little bit overpowered, in my opinion, and, it worked out in their favor. They won this one 28-7. We'll have to see as they're headed to the NFC Championship game. The Philadelphia Eagles in the final divisional round matchup beat the San Francisco 49ers 34-28. This was the best game of the weekend. Honestly, everybody shouldn't be surprised. The Eagles-Niners, they produce excellent games every time they play, so I'm excited to see if the Eagles can get to the Super Bowl and maybe get their win this year. Now taking a look at your AFC Championship game, it is the Los Angeles Chargers defeating the Baltimore Ravens 39-28 and taking Brandon Staley all the way to the Super Bowl. On the NFC side, it is the Philadelphia Eagles defeating the Dallas Cowboys and returning to the Super Bowl, so it's going to be an Eagles-Chargers matchup. We'll get in and watch some of that, but first we have to do our head coaching update. So, as many of you are wondering, who's going to replace Josh McDaniels? Well, I thought of many candidates. I thought about Brian Johnson, but I've seen that done before. Why would he want to come to an old and aging roster and try to turn it around? So, I thought about, okay, who are some of the up-and-comers? Maybe a Mike McDonald with the Baltimore Ravens at DC, that'd be interesting, or Dan Quinn with the Dallas Cowboys coming over and taking over the Raiders. But here's the thing, the Raiders have spent a lot of money lately. They've kind of went multiple different routes, so this time we decided to go with a dark horse and a guy that I think should still be an NFL head coach. He's not going to be an offensive or defensive mind. We're not going to be locked into his playbook. It's going to be who our OC and DC is. He is an offensive coach in his background, but he's not going to call plays. He's a CEO type, and he's an older gentleman that I think is a fantastic football coach. And our new head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders is going to be Jim Caldwell. He is the former head coach of the Colts and the Lions. He's been a success pretty much everywhere he's went, and I think he's the perfect guy to come in and stabilize this franchise and be a CEO type. And he's not going to cost owner Mark Davis a lot of money here, as I'm the general manager. We're within a budget. We're paying Josh McDaniels. We got to pay Gruden. So I think Jim Caldwell's the perfect guy to come in and lead this team, and he gives us an opportunity to build our team and have some flexibility on both offense and defense instead of hiring that young guru. I thought long and hard about this. It was a tough decision, and I just think Jim Caldwell's a great coach and somebody who can lead, and he always gets interviews because he's smart. He's been successful. I'm excited to see what he can do leading. So on our offense, we're going to run Chicago Matt Eberflus. We hired an offensive coordinator away that has the Chicago playbook. I think that the West Coast spread's going to be interesting. We're going to be out of gun quite a bit, and it's going to allow us to maybe open the offense up if we do get an athletic young quarterback. Now taking a look at our defense, we're going to be running Kansas City's playbook. We hired a defensive coach away from Steve Spagnuolo, and he's going to come in and run our defense. So we're going to see if that KC defense can blend, and that 4-3 setup will work well for us Raiders here out in Las Vegas. So I'm really excited to see what we can do with Jim Caldwell going forward. Now let's take a look at our Pro Bowl rosters. So far, pretty much your usual suspects, who you'd expect in there. Of course, we don't have anybody. That's KJ Osborne as wide receiver 1's a shock. Van Jefferson is also on there. That's a shock. And then we get Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams, wide receiver 3 and 4 in the AFC. That's fantastic. I'm super proud of our guys, and I'm glad they got the Pro Bowl nod. Going down the list and continuing, I don't see anything too crazy or any of our players showing up here. So far, nothing. Max Crosby gets in there as a Pro Bowler. That's fantastic. And so does Tyree Wilson as a rookie. Man, that's awesome. He was great down the stretch. He's a reason why I thought about maybe keeping the Raiders defensive playbook. And I just think, you know what? For now, we're going to try to change it up. If I have to, I'll hire somebody back with the Raiders playbook. Somebody who runs that if it doesn't work for us. But I really thought a change was needed as Divine Diablo is your middle linebacker number 1. And then you got Robert Spillane, an off-ball linebacker, becoming a Pro Bowler. I mean, that's a really impressive roster. Considering how poor of a season we had, I'm excited to see all these guys, including Daniel Carlson, make the Pro Bowl. Amir Abdullah as a kick returner doesn't make sense, but whatever. So for Jim Caldwell, we're going to spend some points here, and we're going to go with Road Grader to start, and we're going to choose to go down this side and upgrade our O-line, because you know what? You can never go wrong by making your O-line better. Our offensive coordinator is already a quarterback guru, which is fantastic. So I think we're going to go into maybe our defensive coordinator. We're going to go into fortified for our defensive coordinator and start developing him a little bit. He's a little raw. So it's his first coordinator job, so that's who we're going to go with. Let's go ahead and view our yearly awards. Josh Allen wins MVP, of course. We don't have anybody in top 10. Not shocked by that. Coach of the year. We don't have anybody up there. Arthur Smith gets it, though. That's pretty good. I understand it. Going to the AFC, Travis Kelce wins Offensive Player of the Year. Again, we don't have anybody in top 10. Not shocked by that. Defensive Player of the Year went to Khalil Mack. He had a really good season as a veteran, and he rebounded quite a bit. It's good to see Robert Spillane and Max Crosby both end up in top 10, so I'm proud of that. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Devon Achane. He was really good. Raiders-wise, Michael Mayer ended up at 6. I was hoping for a higher finish for him, but it is what it is. Defensive Rookie of the Year, though, we have Tyree Wilson winning it. That's fantastic. He might get a dev trait boost. That could be, that could be so important for this team. As we also have Amari Burney and Jacorian Bennett finishing inside of the top 10. Best QB, Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Tyreek Hill, Joel Bentonio, Forrest Buckner, Khalil Mack, Trent McDuffie, and Daniel Carlson wins Best Kicker. Looking at the NFC, it went to KJ Osborne for Offensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald Defensive Player of the Year, Bijan at running back, not surprised, for Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jack Campbell Defensive Rookie of the Year, Best QB went to Dak, running back Aaron Jones, KJ for Best Wide Receiver is a shock, Chris Lindstrom Best O-Lineman, Aaron Donald Best D-Lineman, one of the best players in the game, Fred Warner Best Linebacker, best player in the game at linebacker, James Bradbury Best DB. That's shocking. He's kind of sucked in real life. And then kicker is Anders Carlson. So there's an interesting storyline. Both of the kickers are the Carlson brothers. Hello, everybody, and welcome into Super Bowl 53 at Allegiant Stadium. It's going to be the Eagles taking on the Chargers today. Jalen Hurts versus Justin Herbert. Let's get into it. And this Super Bowl is going to be underway with the LA Chargers getting the ball first to begin it. And as you probably noticed, we're going to watch some of this Super Bowl. There's going to be a lot of simming. It's not about watching the whole game. We want to see the beginning and we want to see the end. Let's see what Justin Herbert can do today as he comes out onto the field as your starting quarterback of the LA Chargers. He's had a great year, 35 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 4,300 yards. He did a lot of damage against us in the games he played. So you have to choose a team. I just created an owner as the Chargers in order to do this if you're offline. So we're going to watch as the Chargers, it seems, but he throws it underneath. That's Keenan Allen getting the reception for a short gain. Justin Herbert in the gun here, looking to pass, 2nd and 9, stepping up in the pocket, going down the field. That's a completion right there to Keenan Allen, I believe, again. And that's an injury that could affect the Chargers as that's starting lineman Jamari Salyer. Herbert again in the gun here. Spreading out the Eagles defense, going down the field. And that's Quentin Johnston making the play, bouncing off the tackle and taking it out to the 49-yard line. Honestly, man, Justin Herbert's looked really good as he hands it off. That's going to be an Austin Eckler short pickup on first down. Coming out under center here. It looks like they have 3 tight ends in the game here, and they're going to hand it off to the right. That's Austin Eckler with a little bit of space. He gets tripped up and goes down for a short pickup. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Can the Chargers answer? Justin Herbert looking to pass. He goes down the field. He has a wide open Josh Palmer Down to the 25-yard line. First down, Chargers. Back under center with 3 tight ends in the game. Herbert looking to pass. Stepping up in the pocket, checking it down, and that's going to be no gain, basically. Herbert's already got his X Factor activated today. They'd be smart to try to rely upon his arm while it's going as they go to Eckler instead, and that's blown up, man. You can't do that against this Eagles D. 3rd and 8 now. Herbert needs about the 19-ish yard line to get a first down as he steps up, moving in the pocket, and he feels pressure, and down he goes. That's Fletcher Cox, the veteran, getting a sack here and forcing the Chargers to probably have to settle for 3 here. And that's exactly what they're going to do. It's about a 47-ish yard field goal that's up and good. 3-0 Chargers here early in the Super Bowl. That's a big fumble on the kick return and a turnover. Chargers get the ball back quick. I wasn't even prepared for that. I was taking a sip of water. I didn't see that one coming as the Chargers retain possession. That could be a big mistake for the Chargers, or the Eagles here, as Herbert's going to run play action. I take a shot down the field. One-on-one, Keenan Allen inside of the 10-yard line. Herbert in the gun here. Looks like he's adjusting the play, looking to pass. He throws it underneath. Austin Eckler, nice pickup. 1st and goal. Now it's 2nd and goal from about the 4. Herbert handing it off. No, that's going to be a pull on a read option. Did not expect that, and honestly, it didn't work. 5 wide here. Nobody in the backfield with Herbert. 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone, and he has it. Oh, no, that's a drop by Gerald Everett. That should have been a touchdown. Are they going to settle for 3 again? And that's exactly what they do. They're just going to take their free points and bring out Cameron Dicker. Very short 21-yard field goal. That's up and good. Chargers take a 6-0 lead here early in the 1st quarter. Now we get to see this Eagles offense for the first time today as Jalen Hurts is under center, dropping back, looking to pass. He fires it to a wide-open Dallas Goedert for a 1st down. They need a touchdown on this drive in order to kill the Chargers' momentum. Jalen Hurts in the gun, passing again. Looking across the field, throwing it underneath. A.J. Brown gets his first reception of the game. That's a solid pickup. 2nd and inches. They're going to go to the ground game. DeAndre Swift gets the 1st down. He's been fantastic this season. Storylines for this Super Bowl. I'd love to see Jason Kelce win a Super Bowl and then walk off into the sunset. I don't know if you'll be able to do it, though. That's a false start, and the Eagles kind of kick themselves in the butt again and make mistakes. They've been bad this season. Looking at Chargers, they have a lot of old guys like Khalil Mack and Keenan Allen and Eric Kendricks, and they got guys like Derwin James and Bosa that you'd love to see win a Super Bowl, but I don't know. I'm kind of biased. I like Jason Kelce, and I like Travis. I like New Heights. I like their personality, so I'm rooting for him in this one, I think, a little bit. Plus, hey, Chargers are division rivals. I don't want to see them hoisting a banner up in their places. That's an incompletion. 3rd and 11. They got to get down to about just inside of the 40-yard line to keep this drive alive as it's a play action. And Hurts feeling pressure. That's a sack by Khalil Mack. What a play. So now we're going to jump into just simming it. We're going to watch play-by-play. Herbert, 3rd and 7. 27 yards to Keenan Allen and another 1st down. That's a penalty that backs them up. They get 9. They're moving the ball in another penalty. Big 3rd down, and they take a sack. That drive's ended. Now let's see if Philly can answer. Here in the 2nd quarter already, that's not going well, and that's a sack to end this drive. So, good field position for the Chargers, looking to take, and that's a touchdown right there. Keenan Allen goes in. 13-0 Chargers. Eagles in a hole, can they answer? They're turning to their ground game, it looks like, a little bit here. And I think DeAndre Swift's just the guy who can help them out if they keep leaning on him. Now they're backed up. This is a 3rd and 11, and that's incomplete. They're going to punt it back. Let's see if the Chargers can answer, as they got a long field ahead of them. But, man, they're moving the ball really well so far today, as that's another 1st down, 3 in a row. Eckler with a short run. Big 3rd and 6 here for the Eagles defense, and they get the stop they've been looking for. So, about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. They get this drive going. Let's see what they can do. We're going to go slow, and we're going to jump back into this one, and we're going to watch what happens after the 2-minute warning and see if the Eagles can get some points on the board. This might be a huge possession for this team right here. Hurts looking to pass, throwing it underneath. That's a completion. They got to get moving, though. We need to see him get a touchdown, at least a field goal, though. They need something before halftime as Hurts throws it quick, open. He just didn't get going north or south. He kind of froze there on that one. Minute 29 left in the half as Hurts is looking to pass. He's got to go down the field, and that's what he does as he finds Devontae Smith all the way down to the 38-yard line. Minute and 2 seconds, and under center's Jalen Hurts. I did not expect that. Don't drain the clock here, buddy. Let's get the snap off. That was a poor throw and a poor decision. Coming out in the pistol, here's the Eagles and Jalen Hurts looking to pass. He throws it underneath. That is a completion to Goddard, who breaks the tackle. I'd probably use a timeout if I was them. And that's exactly what they do. Looking to pass, here's Jalen Hurts, and he goes underneath. That's an easy completion. I don't know who that is who caught it, though, honestly. 36 seconds left in the half. They didn't call a timeout, and I don't agree with that decision. They're in the pistol. Draining the clock, guys. Let's get moving quick. You need a tutty as Eric Kendricks breaks that one up. They have 22 seconds, and they need 24 yards for a touchdown. Hurts drops it off underneath. Dallas Goedert. Bad play call. They call a timeout. I don't like it, though. 3rd and 4 now. Can they at least get the first down, or are they just happy settling for 3 here and getting points? Well, they get the first down to Dallas Goedert. They rush to the line, and they call the timeout. It looks like they're going to take 3. They look content to take their 3. It's up, and Jake Elliott drills it. This game's 13-3 as we're getting ready to head towards halftime. Here at halftime, let's take a look at injuries. Mike Williams is out for the game. He got hurt. Turf toe. Looking at the Eagles, Landon Dickerson has a broken finger. He's on IR. Other than that, everybody else is already previously injured. Taking a quick look at your game stats from the first half, the Chargers are dominating. Philly's not playing well at all. I don't have a whole lot of confidence that they're going to be able to come back and win this one. We'll have to see what happens. We'll probably start with simming and then maybe watch a little more in the fourth quarter. That's a nice rush by Eckler. 3rd and 1, first down, Herbert. 4 yards, Herbert. 3 yards, Herbert. 3rd and 3, big first down. Chargers are marching once again. 21-yard reception here. 18-yard touchdown right there. 20-3, Chargers take the lead. Philly has to answer soon or else this game's going to be over. It's 3rd and 12, and they get a big 28-yard pass to Devontae Smith. Incomplete first down. 13 yards, Devontae Smith again. 4 yards, DeAndre Swift. Let's keep this drive moving. 11 more to Smith. And then a 22-yard touchdown to A.J. Brown. This is the drive they needed. Late in the 3rd quarter now. Let's see, can they hold this Chargers offense? They get a sack to begin the drive. That could be crucial. But then they give up 11, so it's 3rd and 4. And they give up 7 to Josh Palmer. They got to make a play at some point in time. This Chargers offense just seems to move the ball up and down the field at will against them. And if the Eagles defense can't get it figured out here at the beginning of the 4th quarter, there's no way they can come back. As it's 2nd and 7 now. 3rd and 4, let's jump in and watch this and see what happens. Chargers are already in scoring range, so this is crucial for the Eagles defense. Herbert throws it underneath. That's going to be a completion and a first down to Gerald Everett. 9.5 minutes left in this game. It's starting to feel a little bit like it's over. Jalen Hurts hasn't really played well. As Herbert, feeling pressure, throws it out there to the flats. That was for no gain. Herbert back to pass here, throwing it. He finds his man. That's a Gerald Everett first down and goal. They got their 3 tight ends in the game, and Eckler behind them. They're probably going to run it here. That's what they've shown out of this formation, and that's exactly what they do. This could be Eckler touchdown. That might ice this game. That makes it a 3-score game here in the Super Bowl. The Chargers are likely going to become Super Bowl champions. Eagles, incompletion. They need some big plays here. They get 9 to Quez. 4th and 1. They got to go for this. Let's go slow and jump the next play. Let's jump in. See if they can convert it here on 4th and 1. This could be for the ball game. Jalen Hurts in the gun. He's going to hand it off, and they get the first down. That's what they needed. 6 more to A.J. Brown. 26 to A.J. Brown. That's a big play. Short pickup on the ground. They need big plays. Dunlap gives them 5 free yards and a first down. Hurts with a decent run, -2 yards. We're going to jump in here, 3rd and 11. Eagles need a touchdown on this drive in order to keep any hope alive. So we want to see how they finish this drive out, as Jalen Hurts is going to hand it off to DeAndre Swift. I don't know why they keep running it here, man. You're running out of time. Throw the ball. They have to throw it here now. 4th and 6. Jalen Hurts adjusting things at the line. They're down to 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game as Hurts throws it, finds A.J. Brown for the first down. I thought he could have got in there. It's 1st and goal. They need to get rushing. That's what they're doing, and they're spreading them out a little bit. Throw the ball here. They're set up to stop the run. Don't be afraid to throw it. Hurts, end zone, touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam with the touchdown. 27-17. It's a 10-point game. Onside kick recovered by the Chargers. I probably should have watched that. I didn't think they would try one there. -2 yard rush by Eckler. Penalty by Keenan Allen. That backs him up big time. 3 yard rush. 3rd and 19. Eagles used the timeout there. 2:07 left in the game. They have to get this stopped to have any hope of coming back. Herbert looking to pass. Stepping up in the pocket. Moving. He's looking like he's going to run, and then he slides down. Following that nice stop, they're going to punt the ball down there to Philly, and Jalen Hurts gets 7 yards. He's got to throw it, man. 59 seconds left. He takes a sack. I have a feeling this game is about to be over right here. We're going to jump in, and we're going to watch the rest of this one. And then we can see the celebration for the Chargers, as the Eagles are about to lose back-to-back Super Bowls. I mean, that's got to be pretty disheartening and pretty sad as Hurts goes down the field. He finds his man Devonta Smith, but honestly, it's too little too late. There's 13 seconds left in the game. Hurts on the move, looking to throw, feeling pressure. He just throws it away there. You can't do that. Take a chance, man. Take a chance. 6 seconds left away from the LA Chargers becoming Super Bowl 53 champions. Back to pass. Hurts moving around in the pocket, throwing it up. Time runs out. That's going to be a completion, but it don't matter. This game is over. The LA Chargers are your Super Bowl champions. Nobody could have predicted that with the way real life went for him this season. But you see Justin Herbert and Michael Kendricks and some of these veterans on this team like Keenan Allen, Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Austin Eckler winning a Super Bowl and getting their ring. I feel horrible for the Eagles and their veterans like Jason Kelce, and you know, they keep missing their opportunities, but what a moment for the Chargers. It's bad to know we have to play the last 2 Super Bowl champions just to win our division each week, or each year, as we watch the confetti rain down and Justin Herbert holding that Super Bowl trophy for the Chargers. This is a big moment. We got our first Super Bowl. We know this can't happen in real life because they're not even headed to the playoffs and Herbert's season's done. But the LA Chargers are your Super Bowl 53 champions and your champions in year 1 of the Raiders franchise. Just taking a look at your player stats. Both quarterbacks played really well, honestly. On the ground, there wasn't a whole lot of success to be had. Through the air, though, I mean, it was just big plays left and right by the Chargers that led to them winning this game. Look at sacks. 3 for Khalil Mack. No turnovers as far as interceptions go. We did have forced fumble by Derwin James. That must have been recovered by the offense, so it didn't even end up mattering. Taking a look, this is your final playoff bracket with the Chargers winning the Super Bowl. Honestly, this was super fun. We're going to go ahead and I think we're going to advance in the offseason and maybe take a quick look at some retirements. Actually, no, we're going to save all that. This is where we're going to end it with the Chargers winning the Super Bowl. I want to thank y'all for watching. Season 1 was fun. Next episode is going to be the offseason. I may break it down in 2 parts and do the draft in its own video. I may not, just because year 1, there's not going to be as many prospects that I need to talk through. But I don't know. We might do it because I like to call out the draft picks and all that. So there's still a chance it could be a 2-part off season. First one's all of our free agents and everything leading up to the draft. Then we do the draft and look at draft class in a different episode. But I'm LDJ11. I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you with more Raiders franchise soon. I'm out.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can